Hello, and thank you for purchasing this audiobook reading of Grant Turner's Fortnite, the Ultimate Unauthorized Guide. You had a lot of options to choose from, such as Fortnite, the essential guide to the Battle Royale and other survival games, totally unauthorized, but you chose the Ultimate Unauthorized. So let's dive right in, gamers, shall we? And see what we can learn on how to be the cream supreme of online competitive blood sport that is Fortnite. Introduction. You've probably heard a lot about this video game called Fortnite Battle Royale, and you're wondering how to play. Or maybe you've played a few times with friends and want to amp up your game to become a contender. Whether you're totally new to Fortnite or been playing for several months, there's always something else to learn about. And with new features released weekly, keeping up is a challenge. Fortunately, you have this book in your hands, yes, thank God, this is truly a godsend. It will guide you step by step from start to finish in installing, playing, and winning Fortnite. Granted, you won't win every time. Even professional players like Ninja, Myth, Dark, and Mooselk, Mucinex. I don't know who that fucking streamer is or gamer. Don't win all the time, but you can get better at acquiring resources and protecting yourself from elimination. With the strategies, tips, and tricks shared here, you can significantly boost your odds of staying alive longer and being well equipped for the final battle. Well, Grant, far be it from me to play the role of editor on your magnum opus here, but you missed an opportunity here. If I was writing the Fortnite Ultimate Unauthorized Omega Turbo Guide Arcade Edition XL XX Challenge Don't Tell Your Mom About It book, I would have doubled down on this introduction section. So, where you said luckily you have this book in your hands, that was good, but then I would have forayed into this guide will take you by the dick to the Victory Royale finish line. You will be popping champagne with the hottest bitches and slaying some of the finest punani vaginae in the world. I will get you to the lit savagery that is Fortnite Victory Royale status. You're welcome for writing this book, you fucking nerd. I would have gone that hard so that way people knew that they were getting value from this book. Especially for $2 off. I saved $2 by getting this at Walmart, Grant. Did you sign off on that? It's ridiculous. They're just fucking giving this book away. It's like giving away the Bible. Unbelievable. Now I'm going to go ahead and skip the part where it talks about how popular Fortnite is because we all know. We've been born from Fortnite, born knowing about it. It's embedded in our DNA to understand Fortnite. It's one of like humans' primordial instincts now. So we'll start with getting started. Chapter 1. How to install Fortnite. It's imperative that we master this portion, because if we can't install Fortnite, we can't be getting the hard dubski roonies in the game. And that will not work in 2018. If you're not copping hard dubskis in Litville Fortnite, are you even existing? Who are you? So how to install? Do you want to get in on the new gaming craze that everyone is talking about? Your first step is getting your hands on Fortnite Battle Royale. Whether you have a PC, PlayStation, Xbox, or iPhone, here are the steps you need to follow to download the free game onto your preferred platform. We'll go ahead and start with PC. This is where the real elite gamers live. We basically fucking IV ourselves with G Fuel to keep our testosterone levels up and fueled through our Fortnite matches. I'm sure Grant will talk about the gamer IVs at some point in this book. It's only 500 pages, so it's kind of brief, and I don't think it's going to hit on every single topic, but I'm sure he'll cover at least the gaming enemas, if nothing else. If your intent is to play on your desktop or laptop computer, you first need to be connected to the internet. Downloading the game requires a connection. Next, open your web browser and go to epicgames.com. Well, excuse me, Grant. I mean, again, far be it for me to chime in like this unannounced and uninvited, but what exactly is the internet? For those of us that may not be the professional gamers, you really needed to break down the internet and downloading. Jesus, this is some futuristic shit. This is only for the real men out there. Once at the website, create an account by clicking the head-shaped icon at the top right. Jot down or print out all of the login details you use so you can gain access again. Oh, there's pictures as well. There's a lot of pictures in this book. I skimmed through it. I didn't mean to spoil it for myself. I wasn't trying to ruin the Harry Potter franchise by looking at the end of the guide early, but I did skim through to make sure that we were getting quality from this purchase. Make sure you choose Fortnite Battle Royale, which is free. Fortnite Save the World will cost you money. That it will, Grant. So he's advocating against paying for the game. I respect that. Fuck you, Epic Games, I guess, because we don't want your PvE game. All we want is your Battle Royale. That's what Grant's saying. His words, not mine. Once you have successfully registered an account at the Epic Games website, download the Epic Games launcher by clicking the yellow Get Epic Games button at the top right of the page. Then there is a standard YouTube clickbait arrow that is pointing to it. I understand me showing you this isn't doing you any favors in trying to understand what's being said on the page, which is why I'm reading it. Just letting you know that I understand you can't read the words when I show you the book like that, even though it's mainly a picture book anyway. I'm going to go ahead and skip the downloading though. Let's get the actual strategies here. I think all of us here on the World Wide Web, as it's called, understand how to download video games. Or porn or anything really. We understand downloading. You wouldn't download a car, but you would download Fortnite and porn. So Chapter 2. How the game is played. Be the last person alive in the game. That's your goal in Fortnite Battle Royale. You start with 100 solo players, or 50 teams of 2, or 25 squads of 4. The math is impeccable. The arithmetic was spot on. Who all land on the island simultaneously. Then it's a fight to the death as all the players work to protect themselves and gather resources that will keep them alive longer in the game. Staying alive is the first priority of the game. You know what? I think I understand the rules, Grant. I'm going to skip to where you give me strategies. So it's not going to be... It doesn't look like Chapter 2 strategies. This is still explaining what loot is and what the E button on your keyboard does, what left and right click are. It's also telling you how to use your eyes. Here's a whole 2 paragraphs. How do I know how many players are left in my game? Grant, I'm going to go ahead and summarize these 2 paragraphs. You use your eyes. Yeah, you play with your eyes open. Innovative stuff, really. Where do we get to the actual strategies, though? When did that start? Different modes of play. Okay, telling us the game types. Epic Games also tells us the game types as well. Pretty unnecessary. Chest locations. Now, this section could be very interesting and helpful. If they're able to tell you exactly what chest is going to spawn under what circumstances, that would be very impressive. I'm very interested to know how they crack the code of the chest randomization. Although it's not really random since there's specific spots they're going to spawn. Let's see how they cover it. Chests move from game to game. However, there's a finite number of possible locations where a chest may be. With the help of Jeremy Padron, aka Squatting Dog, we have created maps of the possible locations where chests can appear in the most popular areas of the game. Well, of course, world-renowned chest treasure epidemiologist and scientist Squatting Dog. They were able to crack the code and just kind of give us little rough markers of where they spawn. That could be kind of useful. I could absolutely see that being useful to a newcomer. But when you're a seasoned veteran like me who lives, breathes, sleeps, and fucks Fortnite, rinse and repeat, I don't really need that section. So let's go ahead and skip around a little bit more and find some tips and tricks. Game mechanics, I've already mastered that section, so we'll skip through there as well. Jesus Christ, I'm 98 pages into this book, and there's still no tricks, tips, or anything to help you get better. It's still just explaining everything. Everything so far in this book is something you'd find in the help menu of the game. If you Googled how to play Fortnite or what is Fortnite, you would find every single bit of information in this book on a single page on a website. Holy shit. Now, I mean, not to say it's a bad book. Grant Turner, more like Page Turner, because this book is amazing, is what I'm trying to say. Now, I've skipped ahead a little bit more. We're at page 108 now, and this actually seems useful. How to use building to win every battle. So you got some clickbait shit in here now. One of Fortnite's unique features is the building mechanic. I'm sure he's already talked about that. I don't know why he's repeating it. The ability to build structures on the fly for protection and visibility. Okay, assuming you're the attacking player, the first thing you should always do to maximize the chance of winning a battle is to build ramps, assuming you have resources available. Your opponent may then build ramps as well. In that case, instead of just building 1 or 2 of your own, either keep building up or shoot at the bottom of the ramp of the person attacking you. Shooting at the base of any structure will cause the entire structure to collapse. Once you have the advantage, peek over the top of your cover and tap fire your assault rifle until any other opponents nearby are eliminated. Once the battle is over, take a moment to build a square fort around yourself with walls and use whatever bandages, medical kits, or shield potions you were carrying to regain any health you've lost. So that's how I win every time. I build a ramp and I win. I shoot them. Build a ramp and I shoot them. Alright, I'll go ahead and give that a try. That's really breaking the meta. I don't often see that strategy employed. You know, let's just, well, Chapter 9's all about the Battle Pass. Really, now we're covering everything. I'm sure there's also going to be like a Chapter 10, the lore behind the skins. Who is Thanos? What was the Thanos event? All things considered, is the Battle Pass worth getting? I'm going to go ahead and summarize all of this and say no. Is there anything of any value here? Talks about V-Bucks, goes over the skins and the back bling, of course, harvesting tools. You get all the aesthetics in here. It's truly the ultimate unauthorized guide. gliders, loading screens. Ooh, this is interesting. Loading screens. Loading screens are relatively new as of Season 3 and are only available by passing through Battle Pass tiers. That about covers that, I guess. Chapter 11. 140 pages in, we get some tips and tricks. Basic tips and tricks. Always have building materials. Well then, I guess that just about covers the basic tips and tricks then, huh? Alright, well, I think with everything we've learned from the Ultimate Unauthorized Guide, we too can ascend to the godhood that Ninja has achieved and be the next one to really just take the whole scene by storm. Thank you, Ultimate Unauthorized Guide, and thank you to all the other Fortnite guides from Walmart that I've been collecting. Can't wait to get my dick into this one and really dive in there and see what this has to offer. This one's totally unauthorized. It's illegal. Me having this right here, they're probably going to throw me in the fucking slammer. This shit is unauthorized, unchained, and uncircumcised. I'm going to read that shit. This is like peeking into Pandora's box. I can only imagine what kind of secrets this one will hold. I'm excited for that. But for now, I'm going to employ everything we learned from the last book and do nothing but catch hard dub skis out there. Take it easy, everyone. See ya.